what do you think of the new contestants?
Showdown?
Yeah.
I think having two people join the game is stupid. I bet they're both going to get eliminated an episode after their time is in the spotlight.
Well, I've seen people say that Bubbletea girl looks like an old celebrity. I think her name was Appletea.
Tea.
Oh right, what if it's really her?
That's nonsense. She went missing 10 years ago and presumed dead. There's no way she's suddenly back in disguise on a reality show.
Everyone, it's time for the elimination. Well, we all know who's getting out.
Why do you even have beef with Top Hat?
Well, 5 years ago, me and him were finalists in a foot race. I was so close to winning, only for that clown to trip me up at the last second, causing me to lose. When I heard he was auditioning for the show, I wanted to finally prove to him that I'm better than him in every single way.
Good luck to you, bro.
Okay, the bottom half of you are up for elimination, and you all know the drill after that. Also eliminated in Top Hat, would you like to use her swap cards? No, I will. Wow, I can't believe it took one of you 7 episodes to use one of these things, but here we are. So Top Hat, who will you use it on?
Yellow Puffball.
Okay, your votes will not be swapped with theirs.
Oh no.
Now let's see the votes. Today we got 46, a massive downgrade, and today's prizes are Jelly. Yellow Puffball would have been the first one safe, but that instead goes to Top Hat, who got a record-breaking 20 votes. Yellow Puffball doesn't have to be sad either, because they got 15. But that means it's now down to Laddle and Lemonade. But which alliance member will be safe? Well, Laddle.
Yeah, am I safe or out?
No, because you're the last one safe at 8 votes. Lemonade, with a measly 2 votes, you are eliminated. What? How the hell did Top Hat stay?
Maybe because the viewers think I'm a funny champ.
Oh, shut up, and I could have made it way further if it wasn't for you, too.
What? Why me?
Half the time you just held me back in challenges and acting stupid as hell, such as screaming, "Ah!" in the shootout.
I'll still try my best, though.
I'm sorry, but your best isn't good enough to win this game.
Stop it, Lemonade!
What do you know? You used to burn down buildings.
This is not how you treat somebody. You can't just act like he's a tool for you to get further in the game. I get being eliminated is hard, but this does not give you an excuse to lash out at people. Just like I did.
Ugh, fine. I guess I was a bit too harsh, Laddle.
No lemonade!
You curious about them too? Oh, sorry. It's fine, just don't do it again. Wait, you're art book, right? Congratulations on getting halfway through the competition. No. Anyways, for today's challenge, you'll have to guess the rooms of the previous eliminated contestants.
Isn't that an invasion of personal space?
Well, I feel like a lot of you weren't very familiar with them, so I'm gonna have you know them more. Depending on your score, certain items from the room will be removed to have certain contestants catch up. Also, for the newbies, I'll give you a list of names of the previous eliminated contestants as you might not be as familiar with them. I will now teleport you all. Oh yeah, if you guess incorrectly 3 times or fail to figure out who rooms it belongs to within the next hour, you lose 40 points. So go!
Oh, this one is easy. It's art book.
Congratulations on doing well on the challenge for once, Laddle. You get 30 points.
Oh, come on. How am I meant to know who this is? I wasn't even here when he was around. Well, I have this list. Out of all of these people, he'll be friends with, I'd say, Clay?
Incorrect!
Well, with all the emo band posters and blackish paint on the walls, this must be Rail's room.
Top Hat, you play second, so you get 20 points.
How on earth did you manage to be the first one to guess correctly?
So how did you recognize me and know anything about those guys? I vaguely recognize your voice and body shape. You know, it feels weird how I can just talk normally again without having to sound like Lemonade. Let me show you something. Oh my. Yep, one of the 6 mythical bricks. If you gather them all, you can grant any desire you want. I found it in the mountain and took it to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, like those guys we saw at the park. Yeah, they literally kidnapped me and already had 3 of them. Damn it, why did I just say that? Why so?
They said they'll do crap to me if I tell anyone about this.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Thanks.
I actually knew some of these guys. A few of them worked at my IT job, and they were, let's just say, troublemakers, and were fired the following year. But they always stuck with me. About a year ago, I was in the woods when I saw one of these guys taking on the bricks. They unknowingly spilled the beans about their motives, and they found more since then. I really wanted to stand up to them, but I knew deep down that they would overpower me. I mean, toilet paper punched a hole in a computer once.
I get it. I like to avoid conflict too.
Judging by the sculptures, this must be Clay's room?
You are correct, Gardening Fork, so you get 15 points. Yellow Puffball, 4 earns you 10 points.
Well, I think the one called Protractor would have all the maths equipment in his room.
Bubbletea, 6 gets you 8 points, so now it's down to 14 ball and bingo card.
Oh god, I genuinely do not know who this room could possibly belong to. There's a video game down here, so... Clay?
Incorrect!
God damn it.
That seems like the kind of person to have a weird taste in music. So him?
Incorrect!
This will be awkward. Well, I think I'm pretty sure I know who lost their cannons. You're... Come on, I wasn't able to answer it.
14 ball and bingo card, you failed to guess the correct rooms within an hour, so you lose 40 points.
Whose was it then?
Euro and Bats. Anyways, here are the final scores, and Gardening Fork gets a swap card.
Wow, I never thought I'd get one of these. Yes, I'm safe. Even if I'm tied with somebody else.
Oh no.
So here are the people up for voting. You can vote up to 3 times to save some of them, and voting ends in 1 week like always.
You know, this is the first time I've properly talked with someone in months. Well, aside from trying to buy that apartment.
Yeah, I don't really talk to many people. It just kinda overwhelms me, which is why I left my job.
Well, aside from bad, there's just something about him that just clicks with me, unlike anyone I've met before. Like, we even explored this entire rabbit hole about what happens to you when you die. But he got eliminated.
Damn, that sucks. Hopefully you can see him again, since these competitions usually bring back people who are eliminated.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder where they're holding him.
So, this is where I go when eliminated.
OMG! Somebody new is here! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
Get away from me, you freak.
Jeez, Lemonade, you don't have to be such a jerk. Also, hi.
Yeah, you'll get used to her after a few months.